are live here on the X Radio here on Glockaware, where you can find us every Thursday night, 6 p.m. First and foremost, shout out to Cognac. I miss you, girl. Hope you're back next week. And let's see what else. We have Village of Vendors in the building tonight. They're bringing through a bunch of different products, having a little photo shoot. And, we're going to chop it up, network a little bit, and see what they got popping, because they have some stuff. I love Village of Vendors, first and foremost. It's a co-op of vendors who sell organic and natural products. They are a black-owned business situation, so of course we support. And is there something that you'd like to say about Village of Vendors? We're waiting for Rafiq to get here, but
So, how's everybody doing? My name is MC Chelsea B. I am one of the hosts for the Village of Vendors and OSP. So just to give you guys some backing, I think just in terms of what our community is missing, it's definitely missing an aspect of community, or an aspect of us just coming together and building off of one another. I feel like everybody wants to be the only one. And what Village of Vendors promotes, is they promote unity, and they allow each person to sell their product and be in a space where everybody can profit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely pushing the idea of collaboration, pushing the idea of kind of getting away from this whole cutthroat system.
Mm-hmm.
And opening up our minds to different aspects and different views that we might have. Once again, my name is MC Chelsea B, OSP Network. Tell me a little bit about what else we have going on here for today.
Well, that's exactly it. We're just talking about, how your products can benefit our health. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a little bit about how that works in with mental health, because everything here on the X Radio is about mental health.
Oh, excellent. So just to give you some background on myself, I am a licensed social worker.
That's what's up.
And
she's seen it all, folks.
I indeed have. Indeed. And just to give you some aspect of how, I'm sure you guys already know if we've spoken about it before, how mental health is a part of an overall balance, right? It's an overall balance of your physical health, what you're putting in your body, like the foods that you eat,
things you think,
what goes on your skin, the people you have around you, the air you breathe. I mean, it can go as deep as honestly you want it to go, right? What are you exposing yourself to? What are you ingesting? And all of that comes with a balance. I think that you will see or begin to see a difference by subscribing to more natural and authentic things. If you know the history of just capitalism, capitalism is all about supply and demand, right? And it's all about, hey, if we want to push this further and we want to make more money, we have to cut corners. And in cutting corners, we've definitely changed the temperature, the culture of our nation by doing that. The United States was definitely a place where we grew our crops, we sold everything within the United States, and now it's a thing where we're definitely going out and getting things from overseas, and we're tainting them with GMOs.
Putting the cut on them.
Yeah, and I think that us going back to a place where we care about our health, and it goes back to our community, and goes back to our children, and what are we showing them, what are we teaching them.
Do you think COVID woke some people up to that?
Oh, absolutely. I think COVID slowed people down and gave them the time to make a better choice. I think that it's crazy. My mom says people are just now starting to wash their hands.
I said the same exact thing. Right. They're like, make sure you wash your hands. Well, shouldn't we have been doing that? Like, that's like basic, right?
right. Basic cleanliness.
Yeah.
And, but I guess COVID definitely brought things like that to the light. I think people definitely operate off of a sense of fear, and they you'll see more, they'll produce more or they'll have more action when things are based off of fear, which is why like a dictatorship kind of seems to work. Yeah.
Fear controls.
Yeah, definitely.
And we talk about that a lot here, just in the sense of like how we function as individuals. You know, like fear stops us a lot.
Yeah.
So fear is something that they use. I'm going to broadly say they use.
Indeed.
As a tactic.
Indeed. And I think they is very encompassing, and not to highlight any one type of community or one type of person, but it's systematic. You know, it's the systems that are in place where we live that keep us down. You know what I mean? And keep us oppressed and suppressed.
Yeah. You know, some of the things that have come to, you know, I've heard people talk about recently, things such as the system that is set up to provide welfare, you know, and how that it suppresses and oppresses. Yeah. Because now there's certain guidelines that you can't, you know, you can't live certain way, and people are being torn apart in the system. You know, it's a whole shindig. But that's one of the things.
Absolutely. I think my thought about the welfare system is one that's definitely complex. I do believe in helping our community.
Sure.
I definitely do believe in giving back. But I think where it becomes a sense of control is the how, right? Like, in everything, you know, and not to get churchy or anything, but like anything without work is a dead thing. If you're not working for it, if you're not hands-on, if you're not out there being a go-getter, then it's a dead thing. And I don't mean a go-getter like there should be, you know, there should be some type of thing that you have to do. I don't believe in that. I think that as a country, you should provide jobs. Because if work is what perpetuates someone to live and to feed themselves, then the jobs is what should be provided, period. Everyone should have a job.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
makes sense.
Yeah, and then that would perpetuate the thing of like, no, I'm not just giving you anything. I taught you how to fish. I gave you the job, and then now it's like budgeting.
And you know what, though? I mean, there are jobs out here for folks. Some folks, of course, ego gets in the way, and they're like, no, I don't. I'm above that job. I am not washing dishes.
Right.
I am not working at a fast food restaurant.
Right.
Be like, okay, at the end of the day, then find something productive in a way that you can, you know, manage yourself here, an adult, as we call it.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of panhandlers. I can't work a job. Why not? You stand out here 8 hours a day.
Right, in the sun.
That's more stressful than whatever job you could possibly have. Pumping gas, like.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're getting a higher wage. That's why I'm like, really, sometimes I don't understand that, because like people, it's just a mindset, whatever they're going through, you know, and sometimes you want to wake them right up.
Yeah, that's a really tough thing. I think even working in my field, you know, I am a supervisor, and you know, the people that work with individuals who have severe and persistent mental health, it's very hard to wrap your mind around their abilities to do.
Everybody's different. Everybody's best is different, and everybody's best day is different.
Right. And being mindful of that, and being mindful of what someone can give in a moment. And also accepting, like radically accepting, you know, going into some DBT practice, like dialectic behavioral therapy. If you can radically accept a situation, it will change your perspective on said situation. So it won't be a thing of me, oh my God, I want this, but it'll be like, you know what, I accept the fact that this is all you can give today. And I also want to encourage you to do more.
Right.
You know, rather than it being a conflict between the two, like, you can do more, I want you to do more, I need you to do more.
That makes me think of like disability insurance.
Yeah.
Because that's the fight, right?
Yeah.
The fight is always, okay, a lot of times folks with illnesses, especially invisible illnesses we talk about here.
Yes.
Some day is great. The next day they could turn around and can't even get out of bed, you know?
Yeah.
And that's real. So every day, you know, maybe a different level of great.
Yeah.
And something you could do yesterday you can't do today.
Right.
But they judge you on a whole
different scale.
Different scale.
Yeah.
Like, can you do this? Can you do that? Blah, blah, blah. Well, if the answer is yes now, it's a problem because, yes, you can do it.
Right, right. And that's kind of where the conflict comes in, right? Because it's like, if you did it today, then you should be able to do it tomorrow,
Right.
period. If you did it last week, why can't you continue to produce, right? And I think empathy is what's lacking. And I think bringing back OSP, right, the community or communal kind of aspect of things is a great aspect that's missing in that. What provides empathy is me working side by side with you and seeing your struggle and seeing your everyday. Now I understand a little bit more what you're going through, and it allows me to be more empathetic.
Right.
You know, opposed to...
Not everybody has that in them, though.
That's true. That's true. That's true. And I think why? You know, going back to the systematic oppression, where we are conditioned to believe a certain thing. We are conditioned to say, you know what, pull yourself up by your bootstraps kind of situation, and don't have any, you know, allowances for foolishness. Things need to be this way, and that's it. Rigidity and structure. When you think about a bridge, right? If a bridge was built rigid, without the ability to move, it would collapse.
Right. If there's no give, then
there's
those
no
little
give.
movements
Yeah.
are going to eventually break
It would break
everything
the
apart.
entire bridge. A bridge is constructed to be able to handle a force that's pushed upon it, you know? And in order for it to handle that force, the bridge will sway, the bridge will, you know, expand, the bridge will contract during different weather, during
Cold,
different
heat.
seasons, right? You know, so, and it compensates for all of that. And it's crazy how in science you can compensate for it, but when we deal with human beings, right, it doesn't make sense to compensate
I
for
like
something
that
like
analogy.
Yeah?
That's a good one, a bridge. That's a really
Yeah.
good one. I'm going to remember that. A bridge.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
I'd like to definitely introduce my brother coming up here. Come on, man.
Rafiq
Let's
walks
go,
in.
Rafiq.
Put some headphones on, hop up to a mic, and say your piece.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Philadelphia, how y'all doing?
Good.
Word.
It's so good for you to be here. As
Likewise, I feel
always, a little late.
Yeah.
In true Rafiq
I
style.
be doing a lot. I be doing a lot, y'all.
I wouldn't expect anything less. It's so good that you made it.
You should talk to us about what the
no
lot
doubt.
looks like.
What the who?
What your lot looks like. You say you'd be doing a lot.
Oh,
Let
yeah,
them know.
yeah,
Put them on.
I mean, so I'm Rafiq Mustafa. I do basically a lot of youth programs in the summertime that is connected to the attribute of myself playing the Mr. Rogers, the black Mr. Rogers version in the neighborhood. So yeah, I do a lot of youth programs right now. The youth program that we have is Free All My Sons.
This is the second or third year you've done this during the summer.
Yeah, that you know of.
Yeah, it's been really like you've been publicizing.
Yeah, publicizing.
Yeah.
Right. I've been doing it for 10 years, but it seemed like ever since I started publicizing it hasn't like
Had the same effect.
yeah, it hasn't had the same effect.
Really,
Yeah.
the opposite.
The opposite.
That's insane.
That is.
I thought the other year, because I helped out a little bit.
Yeah.
I thought the other year it was more like location problem. But wow, that's so peculiar.
Yeah, I know. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, I do a youth program in the summertime. I also have a project called Organic Soul Marketplace.
That's
Which-
how we met.
Yeah, yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
He's a chef.
right.
His food is
right.
amazing.
Yes, delicious.
Yeah, so this marketplace is designed to be very similar to, I would say, the Right Terminal, or like a Whole Foods or something like that. Just our version, and when I mean our, meaning holistic / urban, / African American / indigenous people. There's a lot of slashes in that because I don't like to leave anything out. You know what I mean? But Whole Foods has been a great impact to many different communities, and Right Terminal as well. And I, can't change that, but we can change the dynamics of how we shop, and also who we look up to. So it's time to start looking up to our own selves and say that we did this, and we can be able to pass this down to our children and our future generation. So that's something that I would like to do. I would like to build our own terminal, and our own marketplace. And we started with a co-op that is called the Village of Vendors, to make everybody feel. The mission is to make everybody feel like a actual village. Whereas that we can be able to recycle our be able to rotate our income. You know what I mean? It's very difficult at times to keep our dollar within the community.
Right.
So yeah, we're learning ways to be able to do that.
I mean, with the products that you offer, you know, folks come, they say, hey, I have this product, check it out. Can we add it to your situation? You put it in rotation, and then you fulfill the orders. You fill the orders.
Yeah.
You deliver the orders.
Yes.
You know, I know at one point you were talking about looking for a warehouse and expanding.
Yeah.
That was exciting.
Yeah, no doubt. GoPuff. So I looked at GoPuff. GoPuff is also from Philadelphia. So the reason why I'm naming all these great places is because I have been inspired by them, and I have been impacted by them on how they move, how they navigate, and how they make money. And you know, during this pandemic, has been an eye-opener for me, because I feel like, you know, it shouldn't be hard for us to get health and wellness products.
Right.
It shouldn't be hard for us, and essential products also. So because we really actually cover essential products, that made it I was able still during the quarantine to be able to like do what we do, still sell products.
Was
and
demand
be able to deliver.
higher or
Yes,
lower?
That was higher.
So
CMOS.
that's what's up. Of course.
Right.
Of course.
CMOS, Black Sea,
all
all
the
of
things
that.
to keep you healthy.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Keep your
yes,
immunity
yes.
up.
Yeah, I'm glad that my people start waking up. They actually acknowledge us now as the Village of Vendors, us building this co-op. And, you know, CMOS is popping, y'all. You know
Yo,
what I mean?
everybody loves sea moss and black seed oil.
Yeah, we got that work. We got that purple sea moss. We got the gold sea moss. You know what I mean? We supply, you know, to several different companies.
Tell them
And,
where they can find
Yeah.
your products.
Yeah, no doubt. So on Instagram, it's Village of Vendors. So that's VILLAGE of Vendors, VENDORS. And also on Facebook is Organic Soul _Marketplace. And the difference is the Village of Vendors are putting together their products for the sake of the marketplace, for the marketplace to open up. So that the marketplace will be more so like that terminal. The Village of Village are a campaign that's coming together and saying that like, yo, you know, it's time for us to be represented locally. You know what I mean? We have so many other different products that's out here, that's coming from so many different places, but no local products. You know what I mean? So our movement is to start having more local products so that y'all can be able to be aware of what's in y'all city.
There's so many creatives.
Yes.
So many creatives involved,
Yes.
and it's always growing. It's always growing. If you
It
have
is.
a product, if you have something natural, organic, black owned, get in contact with them. Like
sure.
they really are building up the community. They're also, supporting and proud, and I love supporting as well. Like you guys have always Rafiq. Like
Speak up.
man, yeah.
Yeah, we actually brought some things for you too as well today.
Thank you. Thank you. I love stuff.
No doubt.
Right.
Who doesn't love stuff? Yeah, who doesn't love stuff? Especially when it's like good stuff like
Right.
that.
Exactly.
As far as like the products, so when they go to Instagram or they go to Facebook, are they just listed? Do you have a list, or you feature something every day? How does this work?
Yeah, we have features every day, but inside of our timelines and also our stories, you will see our features of the day. You will see our products. We post at least, I think, 12 times a day on both platforms, so that you can be able to recognize what we have. Also on Instagram, you'll see our highlights. As you go through our highlights, each brand is a highlight. So, for example, like if y'all wanted some crystals, we have a category just for crystals. If y'all wanted,
They have some really nice folks that have
yeah.
really good,
Yes.
really beautiful pieces.
Yeah.
They're gorgeous. They
No
really
doubt.
are gorgeous.
No doubt. We tried
So
to bring the
check
best to
them
y'all.
out. Yeah,
We
check
tried to
them
bring
out.
the best. No doubt, no doubt. The searching, man, it took 10 years to find everybody. It took 10 years to find everybody. They actually found me. And I was excited about all their products. You know what I mean? I was just like, wow, like, we got the opportunity to actually open up something now. So, again, like, when it came down to GoPuff, like, how they move around, being able to get these products to the people as quick as possible is the struggle now. You know what I mean? That's the real struggle. But it's a good struggle, though, because it make you want to step your game up.
Yeah.
You feel me? So,
Yeah.
like, you know, we can get the products to you guys within 24 hours. That's where we at right now. But what I seen with GoPuff actually has a warehouses, which that's what we aiming for. Whereas that, you know, and we can be able to have an app. We want to have an app, same as Black and Mobile. We come from the same source, you know what I mean, through Black and Nobel. So shout out to Black and Nobel. We come from the same source. Where Black and Mobile is at, we wanted to build an app to be able to get those health and wellness products to y'all in less than 30 minutes. That's some, yeah,
That's
that's
the
the ultimate
goal.
goal, and that's beautiful if we can be able
Yeah.
to do that, and we will.
Yeah, I was gonna
Feel me?
say it's not even that far reached.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
not.
it's not at all.
Right.
It's
Totally
just kind of
touchable.
like, yeah, it's a divine timing thing.
That's
Like,
right.
so I don't know if I want to take a break or if I want to talk. I kind of okay.
That's no.
Yeah, you know why?
Yeah.
I'm not okay. So everything that goes on at the OSP,
Right.
can we talk about that?
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Definitely, cause that's the whole thing.
All right.
That's the whole.
They
thing.
have sex after dark.
Oh snaps! I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. I mean,
was, actually.
yeah,
I was
girl.
waiting for it. Yeah.
What?
So no, I was.
Thank you.
So. just
It's not. Listen, guys. It's not. They're not. It's
not taboo.
Yeah. No.
And I think that if anything, it should be spoken about, and it
That's
should be
right.
spoken about in a way that's healthy. Like going back into wellness and going back into your mental health, your mental, your physical, your spirit. Everything is all connected in one.
Yes.
And I think when you kind of bring light to those things, then you are indeed caring for yourself.
Yep. You're balanced.
The fact that we don't talk about sex enough, the fact that we,
Yes.
and especially women, it's like everything, no offense, right?
No,
but
go
like,
ahead.
it seems like everything in the music that we hear,
Yeah.
everything is to gratify
Right,
the
right.
man, right? And not enough is about a woman.
Girls need love too.
Indeed. And just kind of understanding. And those are the kind of conversations that we have at Sex After Dark. You know, you get into orgasms, you get into pleasure points, you get into G-spots, you get
Right.
into positions, you get into stretching, and you get into your mental health.
Listen,
actually
stretching's
always
important.
Yes.
Yes.
You're literally working out. You stretch before you work out, right?
Right,
Let's just
right,
leave it
right.
at that. You know, like that's real.
You don't want to get hurt.
No,
You
listen,
don't wanna
you
get
doing
hurt.
jumping jacks in the bedroom might
Right.
lead you to a hurt part later. So do those stretches. You could even help out, you know?
Right.
Listen.
Right. Stretch
doubt.
before you start. You know, that might be like the precursor.
Yeah, you see
You
what
know?
I'm saying?
No doubt.
You get in these
Right?
positions. Yeah, no,
Right.
but that's real though. That's real.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I feel like, you know, they took out of school. I'm not sure if they still talk
Sex
about that in
ed.
school.
They
Yeah,
have
sex
probably
ed.
have the
They don't-
basics.
Yeah, they don't really talk
Okay.
about
Yeah, like use condoms
They don't
and
talk
there's
about
STDs
masturbation.
out
The
there.
basics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't talk
Yeah.
about masturbation,
Babies.
so.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, there's a spiritual aspect, you know, to it, and also our chakras, you know, has a lot to do with it.
Right.
Our zodiacs, our personality, our characters has a lot to do with it. Our background, where we've been. Sometimes even going back to slavery, like that adds up
Yeah.
to where we're at now.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, let's take a step back and understand ourselves a lot more. And I noticed that there's a lot of females. I'm gonna say a lot, but the females that I have spoken to, you know, during sex ed, they're very curious, even about themselves. But a lot of times, they're not too quick to be able to let others know about themselves either.
Absolutely not.
So like they want the man to explore and to figure it out. But sometimes, if you mess up one time.
Oh, that's it.
Listen. Okay, let's just.
That's it.
All right, now we're on a whole different show right now.
Right.
So, and I'm gonna keep going with it if you don't mind. Why are we as grown people just not speaking up and saying what it is? I mean, when you're younger, yes, I understand. There's just things maybe you're not comfortable talking about and all this stuff. But once you mature and you become an older man or woman.
Yeah.
I have a take on it.
Go ahead.
My take might be different.
Emotional
from most.
immaturity, maybe?
Well, I think, yes, that plays a part in it. But I think that what we're fed in terms of pornography.
Yeah.
Right? So pornography is a perversion of a very intimate moment.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm sharing my soul, you are legit touching parts of me that I cannot necessarily touch for myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? And it's beyond just the physical connection. But I mean, when sex is like amazing, it's either one of two things that are happening, right? It's either our sexual chemistry is bomb,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or
Take it there.
right?
Go ahead.
Or like our emotionally I'm like entangled and entwined and enveloped into you, and that takes it to the next level.
Right.
And I think a lot of times
That's that passion.
right, and a lot of times it's like beyond foreplay. Like foreplay can be whack if I'm not into it.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like just really thinking about not having it be. I think we kind of get caught on wanting to look for the likes, you know what I mean? Like we want to look like the porn star
Yeah,
that we saw
exactly.
on Pornhub.
I can understand
If I
that.
can say it, sorry.
Yeah, sure. I understand that when you're younger. That all makes sense. That's what we only know what we
That's how we
know.
learn. That's how we learn.
Yeah,
That's the
what we've
that's the
seen, what we've
introduction.
heard,
Right.
but as you get older, it's just like I don't know. I'm in a headspace like, listen, I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Right when
No,
I
that's
want.
good.
Yeah,
No, you
and I
should.
just feel like
That's mature.
yeah, exactly. But it takes people a long time to get there. You know, I mean, and that's being realistic.
I mean, well, what? Not like that.
Oh, shit.
Not like that. Right.
Blast.
Right. On blast. But thinking about who your partners have been, right? And I think that's another aspect of it.
It
that
took
we
me
have
a
to-
long time to even be comfortable in my own body, and that's 100. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm still self-conscious to a certain level, but I feel this way, right? First and foremost, whoever it is that I'm with knows what the fuck they're working with. You see what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah.
all right, you chose this shit, right?
Right.
So we're just gonna like it and love it together.
Right. Absolutely.
No
Let's
doubt.
explore it all.
Yeah.
Development.
Yeah, but
You
it
know?
takes a long time to get there, to be comfortable with yourself, to be comfortable with someone else. And then there's levels to that shit because, there's folks out there that explore. So you have multiple people. You got to learn different shit. Like everybody, there's so much to it. You just, there's levels.
No
Definitely
doubt.
levels, but they have sex after dark. That's how we got started
Yeah.
on this. So
It's on Fridays, you guys.
yeah, after midnight.
After midnight. So y'all can tune in on OSP Network. That's a different situation. OSP Network. It's OSP_network Friday after dark. We usually have people that are visitors that come in and chime in, or we may have some people that's coming in to teach us some things on some subjects. Cause I ain't, I'm still learning. I'm a student of knowledge. You know what I mean? But I think I need to get back into class.
Right.
And I think we all should.
I think that's the approach too.
No doubt.
That's the
Yeah.
approach of like being teachable.
Yeah.
And I think
You
going
have
back
to
your
get to
point,
that
yeah.
part where you're like, I don't know everything. You have to let go
Right.
of ego.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. And I think the fact that you go into it, I'm like, I'm the bomb at sex. You're the bomb at sex, thinking about one person you've been with and one experience, and then kind of translating that to everyone.
Everybody.
When
You might be
that's not
whack.
how- right. Right. That's not how bodies work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everybody's
definitely-
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
doubt. No
definitely,
doubt.
Definitely. But
Yeah.
it's definitely a dope conversation, a dope interaction. You guys should definitely join. I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
see you there.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you. No, move over to the left. You right there. Yeah.
You.
You should be there.
No doubt.
Yeah, check them out Fridays after midnight.
Yep.
No doubt.
Live. I'm thinking, right? Okay, so Village of Vendors.
Hmm.
What are some of the products that you brought here today?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, today I brought some
Because
snacks.
there's folks out front.
Yeah.
I already know. I haven't
Yeah.
seen all that. I can hear a little bit.
Yeah, I got a team that's out there. Gemini Gems. She's about to come to the table. We actually gonna have to swap out.
That's
you know
fine.
what I mean? To let her, come in and be able to
I'm
like,
actually
do
gonna
what
walk
she
out
do.
now and bring her in.
Yeah, that's cool. That's peace. And we have a few chefs that's gonna be here.
Okay. We like chefs.
Some fashion designs gonna be up in the building.
We like design.
Yeah.
A little bit of urban culture.
Yeah, urban culture, photographers. Some of our freelancers. We have a freelancers full of photographers, full of videographers. They're gonna be in the building. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be an epic situation. But right now, I want y'all to be able to tune in to like some of the things that we have for you guys, as far as our products wise and all that. Right now we got Gemini Gems. She coming in the building right now. You feel me?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. How are you doing, love?
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Hey.
Good, good. Put some headphones on and make sure you speak into the microphone.
Okay.
That's really cool. All right. Introduce yourself and tell folks where they can find you.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm Shahida, and y'all can find me floating around Philadelphia. And on Instagram, it's @_Gemini Gems, and I work with copper and crystals. I create healing jewelry.
That's what's up. I'm into that stuff.
Are you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you better be into it. That's what it's about these days.
You girl, is it ever? We touch a 5D up in here. So, tell me about maybe some of the process. How does this work?
So, I just kind of zone out. First, I get a feel for the person. I do what's called a crystal consultation. And then I vibe out with them. Then I go back with the stone and the copper, and I create from a
Is
honest
it
place.
kind of intuitive? A little intuitive?
Yes.
All right, cool.
No two pieces are going to be the same. Sometimes I can get you something similar,
Right.
you know what I mean? But no two pieces are going to be the
Right,
same.
right.
And here lately, since quarantine happened, I've been working on products that have specific placement, because working with crystals and copper is also about the placement, how you use the stone to make to for the healing to happen.
Right.
So
Do you also do Reiki?
no, I don't.
That's-
I want to.
I was
but
I was
don't.
curious because you work with the stones and you're talking about the placement and so on, so that would make sense.
Yeah, I do some meditation, some good self-talk, and working on myself. That's it. But I'm so grateful because these crystals have taken me somewhere.
Can I see that?
Yes, this is pyrite. It's heavy, right?
It is heavy. it's like the size of a baseball, and it's like the weight of I don't even know. It's pretty damn heavy though. It's heavier than a water bottle. It's heavier than a full water bottle.
It may be like 5 or 6 pounds.
Yeah, I wanted to say a bag of sugar,
Yeah.
which is 5 pounds, give or take. But it just feels so, because it's compact, it seems like that may not be real, but it probably is.
It's real.
Yeah.
It's an iron ore. It's heavy because it's iron dense.
So how does that happen here?
Oh, the earth does this, baby. The earth does this. All of these are like great gifts from the earth. Well, I'm sure a person has something to do with the smoothing effect.
Right.
But overall, the stones come out of the earth, and the vibration is real, and there's an electromagnetic exchange. So it's not, this just happens over time. These are non-renewable resources. Once you get a crystal, it's going to take millions, billions of years for another crystal like that to be made. So
That's crazy.
it's a gift. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's definitely a gift. That's crazy. Tell me about some more of your
Oh, and I
artwork
do.
here.
I work with copper. I do these copper bracelets. So copper helps with healing, like for diabetics, they have a hard time. When they get like sores or cuts or scrapes, they have
Right.
a hard time healing. Copper helps with that. It improves the circulatory system.
I apologize over
it's
here. I
okay.
got watery eyes, watery nose. This air conditioning it's perfect temperature too, so don't worry about it. It's just that it blows around, gets everything going. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's cool. You might need some copper in your
Yeah.
life. It's antimicrobial. So,
Yeah, wrap my head in it.
yeah. But yeah. So I just get into my process. I ask the stones first. Do you feel like even being wrapped today? And I feel a yes or a no, and then we work together to create this dopeness.
You know what? I was talking to somebody about a broken crystal, right? And I was listening to what they were talking about. And like sometimes, like you said, sometimes it's meant to be broken. Sometimes it doesn't want to be broken. Like, I don't know. Sometimes they were talking about how sometimes that means it's time to give it away. All these different things.
Because they
You wanna
have a
talk about that?
vibration. and
Yeah.
It's alive, so to speak. So sometimes the crystals need a break. Sometimes they need to be cleansed. Sometimes they need to be charged.
So
Sometimes
charging,
it's time to move on.
sometimes water. Some
Yeah,
of them are
I don't
water.
Really
Do you do
water.
moonlight?
I do charging. Charging.
What do you do? We're running out of options here.
So for cleansing, I do sea salt.
Okay.
Because some crystals just don't do well in water.
Yeah.
And then for charging, I do full moon. I do sit in a flower pot. If I get a day at the beach, I'll take them with me.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. I have mine, like, I have this little collection. And it's really cool. I just thought about this the other day and I found this. My mother gave me this. It's lava, but it's in, it's like, it looks like an egg. So it's encased in glass. But it's one of those things that she gave me when I was a child. And I always had it with me, carried it around with me somewhere. Maybe it was in a box. Like the other day I ran across it in the box. I'm like, oh, Earth.
Yes, yes.
Let me
Wow.
add this to my situation here. Go to the beach, pick up some shells.
So what do you do with your stones that you collect? Are they
Sometimes meditate. Sometimes just throw them in my pocket and walk out the door. Yeah.
Those are all the things. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I wear them in different ways. I have rings. I have bracelets. I have necklaces. I have just stones in my pocket.
That's good.
Yeah.
Keep you grounded,
Yeah, I just bought some other stuff that I just did some. I'm gonna make a shell bracelet, just some like you said, grounded.
You create too. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I used to actually make jewelry just for like a hobby, and I used to do the wire wrapping and stuff
Get
like
outta
that.
there.
Yeah,
Oh.
what? I'm DIY. Yeah, but I haven't done that. I actually wanted to get some stones and try it myself.
Sit down and do that. It's therapeutic.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Very
say that it's therapeutic because, and then on top of it, when you're done, you're like, wow, I made this.
Yes.
So it's self gratification, something to be proud of, or you could give it away as a gift. You could sell it. Yeah, it's just it's therapeutic.
Absolutely.
We do art therapy here once a month.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So maybe you could come and we could
I
do
would
some.
love
Yeah.
that. I would love that.
Yeah, maybe we can talk about. Look, we just inspire here. Hey, how you doing?
Peace.
Yeah. What else we have, Rafiq?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for this photo shoot party that's coming on next.
Yeah, that's gonna be
But we're gonna live for the moment now. We need y'all to help us out though. Our game plan is like right now we have about 42. We have like about 42 entrepreneurs, over 150 products that we can be able to service you guys with, and that's food, clothing, alkaline waters, regular waters. We'll do food shopping for y'all if y'all want. We do our
They do catering and
catering,
prepare meals.
yeah, all of
Prepared
that,
meals.
So our game plan is to have memberships, just like sort of like BJ's, very much like BJ's. Y'all to get a card after y'all pay for the year. The membership is $5.55 a month. Yearly is $60 a year.
555 for change.
555 success, y'all. Success, right?
Yes.
So like we asking for y'all to be a part of that. Every 500 every 500 members, we're going to open up something. That's our dedication, our promise, you know what I'm saying, to Philadelphia. Every 500 members, we're going to open up something. And it's building a way for us to be able to, like, make it without having to ask y'all for money. With this membership, y'all get discounts on everything. Everything that's under our care, under our services, as far as food.
What kind of discount are we talking? What does this membership provide for me?
Yes. I mean, you probably get like about 10%, sometimes 20% off. You know what I mean? Free invites to a lot of different things. Yeah, you know what I mean? I know our people we like to save. We like deals too, you know what I mean? So that's a way for us to be able to help one another instead of always asking for a deal. Now you got a membership card. All you got to do is pull that joint out and you get the deal.
We don't have to barter or haggle. We can just get
don't
to
got
the...
harasses, you know what I'm saying? We already got it for y'all. We got it situated. As long as y'all can be able to support us, you know what I mean, we can support y'all. We just keep that joint cycling.
Now, what's the plan for the spot over at Ridge?
Yeah, my aunt supposed to have made it today, though, but she's having a hard time. But we're looking to be able to open up August 4th. We got pushed back. So the game plan is the terminal is in the making. It's in the making right now. It's going to be on 17th and Ridge area, right there on Ridge, actually, directly on Ridge. It's an empty lot. We just took over. She runs the CDC, so, you know, the lots basically belongs to her momentarily. And so we just going to make it do what it do. So right now in that area, there's a lot of gentrification going on. If y'all know that area. So they building a whole bunch of high-rising buildings and things like that, but that's cool. You know, what we decided to do is we decided to stay there, you know what I mean, and build an economic base, you know what I'm saying, where that money can still be, you know, transmuted through us. So
Absolutely.
yeah, that's where we at. So we need y'all support. We need y'all support. We like for y'all to just, you know what I'm saying, hop on that page. You know what I'm saying? Find out how y'all can be able to become members. All y'all got to do is just hop on the page. We'll be writing y'all DM right after that.
And where can they go?
Yeah, again, so on Instagram, the Village of Vendors. Village of Vendors. All right, Instagram, Village of Vendors. And when they come down to Facebook, Organic Soul _ Marketplace.
If you're not with the village, what is you doing?
What are you doing, right? They can't hear you.
If you not messing with the village, what is you doing right now? Especially with your money.
Right.
We talking about economics that build our community for the betterment
for
of
us. This time, y'all. For us.
Period.
It's for us this time, y'all. You know what I mean? Like, it's just time for us to start giving our own. We don't want to be in that same situation. I remember during the pandemic, we were scrambling to get this. You know what I mean? And we don't know when those times going to happen again.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You never know, because we didn't expect that.
Right. We ain't
at
out
all.
of it. We ain't out of the situation yet. You know what I mean? It's still going.
The Village of Vendors came through during the quarantine. I had CMOS delivery.
Right.
You mean? Like the village.
And congratulations to you guys for not only sustaining during, but also thriving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. I really appreciate that, though. I really do, man.
Bro, I know. I know the stress you were going through. So I'm so glad that...
I used to hit her on the phone and cry a little bit.
I know that, I know you were stressed out and you were working so hard, and I'm glad to see that your hard work has paid off.
He's so diligent and patient.
Yeah.
You gotta be, though. You gotta be.
But you have to. Everything in divine timing. You can rush something, but at the end of the day, if it's not time, it's not going to manifest the way that it needs to.
Yeah, you can't rush the pyramid, man. When you're building a pyramid or a dynasty, you can't rush that job.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Everything in due time, as we say. We do have 5 more minutes. Right. Is there anything that you would like to talk about?
I mean, it's so much to talk about.
I know.
Man. I mean,
we've been all over the map today.
I just want to say shout out to all the entrepreneurs that's still standing during this pandemic. I seriously want to say salute to you guys, man, because I know it's not easy. Shout out to the white people that's helping us out right now. You know what I'm saying? The people that's being able to stand up for us, for our cause, everything that we've been through, man, as far as economically. Like, shout out to all of y'all. Y'all been supporting us. You know what I mean? We at Malcolm X Park on Sundays and Mondays from 11 to 5.
We do free produce giveaway.
Yeah, we do the free produce giveaway. We do free peanut butter and jelly sandwiches to the mothers. You know what I'm saying? Also free waters. And we sell our products out there, too, if y'all just need it. So, we also going to be at ACAF. We be at ACAF from 11 to also 5, from Wednesday to Saturday. And that's through the whole summer. So we got one more month left. So I appreciate the black people that's supporting us. I got Chinese people supporting me. You know what I'm saying? I got the white people supporting me. I really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of different investors. Not a lot. I'm going to take that back. We have a few investors. We need some more. And we just looking to go up.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
Yeah, like we talked about many, many moons ago. At this point, it is really the cause of the collective. And collective as in energy. Yeah, of course, support African American business, but on the same note, like, you don't want to leave anybody out who really has that same energy.
Yes, for real.
Yeah.
For real. So if y'all got that same wave, that same energy, man, we might as well come together, y'all. Come together. Like, seriously, it's time, y'all.
Yeah. I mean, and it's a time of enlightenment. A lot of folks didn't see what was coming with COVID. There was a lot of foolishness and confusion out here. People are still confused. And when you have a support system that, really looks out for you at the end of the day, like, all that stuff, that's what matters. Same energy coming together and making what needs to happen.
Facts. No doubt,
Yeah.
no doubt.
So definitely shout out to all you guys. Shout out to all the collectives. I'm
Yes.
interested in seeing what's going on out there.
Yeah. We about to get it popping. Definitely, y'all need to come slide through if y'all can. If y'all want the invite, y'all can slide in my DM. Ask me where we at. Y'all
Get in
already know
his
where we at. Y'all know where we at, though. You know what I mean? Glockaware Radio Studio, man. So,
Yep.
you know what I mean? We
Here
down
we
here
are.
right now.
With the Glock, you know what I mean?
That's
So,
right.
We shot you. I mean,
Yep. That's right.
that's-
We are done for the day. I am thankful that you came through.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm excited to see what we got going on out
Blessings,
there.
blessings.
And as always, good times, good energy,
Yeah.
much love.
Always. Definitely from you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank
Definitely,
you.
man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to listen. Shout out to this lady right here, man. Wow, she been doing it, man. I didn't even know she been doing it like this, man. Shout out to everybody, Gilly, all y'all that's out here, man, that's doing these big things, man. Shout out to y'all. Hopefully I see y'all soon.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Make sure you stay tuned. We're going to have happy hour. We're also having a photo shoot here at Glockaware today. And then 8 to 10, of course, the Glockaware radio show with Toucan Sam and Shab Bananas. So stay tuned for unedited, uncut, real, raw hip-hop. And until next week. I'm trying to think, am I here next week? I am here next week. It's the next week after that I'm taking off. So we'll be back next week on the X Radio here on Glockaware.